Staying to my quarters, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech, speaking to the campaigns of Coppertop, Cannoneers. And last time, we built our second atlas. We now have 2 atlases being constructed. It's going to take them about 30 days or so, well, 34 days to construct them. However, because of various repairs and them not being on the docket of being built, it'll probably take us closer to a few months to get them fully in the field. Unless we travel, that always is a pretty decent time for just picking up a whole bunch of bay time on our mechs. So we have a somewhat interesting battle coming on here. I'd rather not have to cross a river, if at all possible. I'm a bit hydrophobic in this game, because it slows you down a ton, and that is not okay. We're fielding our slightly more budget-conscious lance, which is still very expensive, and I am still on the lookout for sort of more interesting-looking 50-55 tonner mechs that I can put into the field that will be able to punch well above their tonnage range. So I can build a second lance. Basically, I kind of want to get rid of all of my heavy omnis. Hello there, what do we got? We got a mauler. Interesting. I mean, there's a mauler, dude. What are you expecting? Got a mauler, an Orion, an Avatar. Owen's up top. That trebuchet. They're not bad. Are you grasshopper? Yeah, grasshopper. Plus a couple of vehicles. Some form of stealth hover missile transport. That's gonna be fun. Okay, reserve, because obviously we don't want to fight first. Budget conscious lance means B team. It does not. The B team are pilots. Ooh, somebody brought some hags. That's the twin hag one. Oof, that's a nasty version of that mech. As we found out, I used to discount how much damage hags could do, but if you give them 3 or 4 turns over time, they're just gonna grind you down from the front. Hey, it's Wolfhound. So Wolfhound with a Gauss rifle. I'm not sure I believe that. I'm gonna bet that you're a placeholder because I don't think most Wolfhounds have Gauss rifles. That would seem somewhat absurd. We are facing 16 enemy units. We brought 12, and not our best either. Mauler's the heaviest it looks like. It's a 90-ton assault mech. Traditionally equipped with LRMs and AC5s, I want to say. Although normally in our hands we tend to go like twin Gauss rifle, twin heavy MRM 30, and that can cause an absolutely absurd amount of damage. Oh, this one has PPCs. Never mind. Or could just be normal lasers. Maybe a light Gauss? Could be. Although even that's pretty heavy. Because the light Gauss rifle is 12 tons. Like, that's a lot of weight. There's a reason why light Gauss rifles suck so much. Who do we got coming to dinner? No idea, but we've got a really nice shot of this Mauler. Mauler, you can do a lot with them. You can. It's got some very nice highlights. Big shoulder-mounted missile racks, and big, generally big ballistics in the hands. Although apparently this one looks like big energy in the hands. We used to have a Mauler as a centerpiece in our previous campaign, and originally it was twin Gauss rifle plus twin heavy armor 30. Then we eventually changed it to quad Gauss rifle, and it could do a lot of heavy work because it was so slow. It was slow. Anybody could. It couldn't actually catch up to anything, which is why we basically didn't bother with anything that was more close ranged on it. We just sort of built more towards leaning into that fire support role. Which is a little unfortunate because the mental image that a lot of people have of like big assault mechs is like striding through a city, turning and smiling things. Luger versus light Gauss rifle, there's only one winner. Yeah, it's the Luger. The Luger's 2 tons lighter and has a double fire mode. Here are PPCs for those energy points and some bombs. I think he meant MRMs in the shoulders, but could be. Clan LRMs also wouldn't go awry. I mean, you get 2 Clan LRM 20s up there and you've got a lot of weight left over. Is our Mauler about to go? That hurt. Oh, Rommel. I thought for a second, wait, I have a Rommel tank? I thought I didn't take that. So yeah, getting shot at by that Avatar, so we have multiple Avatars on the field. That's okay. Last reserve. This ought to bring up just about anybody else who's left. Mainly because he's left. All the leftover weight is for heat sinks for the alpha strikes. Maybe. Twin Clan Arm 20s is not too bad. Moms will win, especially tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow's Mother's Day. Avatars are good. They're not bad. They are fragile because they suffer from the classic Inner Sphere curse of omnis with Inner Sphere XL engines, and therefore unintelligent to actually utilize in higher difficulty battles. You can use them as fire support. There's no trouble using them there, but do not put them in the front. Same thing as Rubik's Cube. Rubik's Cube is not a frontline assault mech. It's very much a long-range fire support line that sometimes gets dragooned into the role of having to be used for that more tanking role. But I would not recommend it.
Target acquired.
A little bit of light pinging, and well, he's still slightly in the circle, so that might help a little bit. Don't think Big Iron's gonna have a shot here. Oh, you do. Is it a good shot though? That's the big question. They make the best dinners and usually have cheese boxes. Hags and LRMs make them dangerous. Hags and LRMs are a nice combo. I agree. Not the best combo though, because I really think that a hag needs something to bust open the target so it can take most advantage. Oh, nope, you're back here. You come back here.
Going full throttle.
You need something else to really provide the big penetrative power if you want to make most use of it in a short-term alpha roll. If you've got time and ammo to burn, then sure, you can just steadily grind them down. But I like to pair it up with some sort of either heavy larges or another Gauss rifle, although that always feels weird to me, to double up on different kinds of Gauss rifles. I'm not a huge fan of that. Oh, right, you're the effort. Yeah, come over here. You'll be fine. What you got? What's your target? 0.9? 3.6. That's not bad. Not terrible for no sensors engaged on a stealth target. Deborel, move to the plateau that we're going to be utilizing to basically abuse the system as much as we can. Look at you. And move forward. Engage. Well, you landed short, but you almost hit the kobold, so I'll take it. Actually, dumping a whole ton of flares onto that kobold might not be the worst idea ever. Oh, he's unsteady. Really? Well, in that case, allow me to give you a gift.
Copy that.
That he's coming from. It's contagious. Can't help it. I don't have caffeine. I don't really drink caffeine either.
Standing by.
What you see is what you get. I could run it at 2, but I feel like that would be a really risky maneuver to try. And would it be worth it in the end? And I don't think the answer to that question is a yes. A shot, technically. Switch over from rate of fire to accuracy mode. And kills. Not a great shot, but it is a shot. We did actually hit with one of the light PPCs, so that helps out a little bit. This Avatar is already in a lot of trouble. Because even if I don't like kill him in this next turn, like on this turn, I am going to kill him next turn. Because avatars that are on their back or avatars that you are on the side to are basically easy game. I'm actually going to throw in the Warlord because it looks like their accuracy is actually pretty high. Rommel needs an obvious upgrade to clan PPs or to clan Gauss rifles. Typhon from above. You now take 30% more damage on everything you do. Messiah's glory. Yeah, that'll work. Continue to drop on you. Just hope you get a little bit lucky. And if you do, we'll hit all over. If you don't, then... Oh, that was close. Will be enough. It will be enough. Over he goes. I have 2 on below with you.
Receiving you.
Alright, tell us. This is your first round of shooting. You're probably actually not even going to shoot, if I'm completely honest. But ever since you've been rebuilt,
no shooting, just running.
See what you're actually looking at in terms of accurate fire. Alright, trigger that shoulder. Streak 15, sure. Precision ammunition, of course. Run that gun at full rate. Throw on the Warlord just to give it a little bit more oomph. And we'll see if we can actually put him down. 46s is actually doable. It's not great, but it's doable. We did actually get the streaks out. That's impressive.
Take that.
Choose my caffeine sources carefully these days. I stopped drinking soda 15 years ago, especially what soda looked like after a few days while cleaning a soda drain. Did you ever do the experiment in class where they had you like put a tooth or something inside a glass of soda, and you get to watch it just dissolve away? 60% may actually be enough to force this over. Just need one. Oh, I see red. Yes! The critical inner sphere weakness. You can't hit it. How's the turret working out, Big Iron? Excellent. It's more accurate than the arms are now, which is very amusing to me. I don't know what I'm going to do if I ever get my hands on like actual high accuracy arms. I don't have the room for them. Alright, we do need to kill that Mauler, and it's kind of the Ifrit's job to do that. So what the Ifrit's doing is basically just trying to build up speed. That is its current goal in life.
All an ass.
Sensors are online. Let's see what we got. Heavy TBM tanker. Okay. Dual cockpit, Orion. The Mauler is twin heavy arm tank. Ah, this is the Risk one. Yeah, we had this one once. We just swapped it completely around because the heavy Risk 2s are just garbage. And Trebuchet is a 6X with twin L and a Perseus. Interesting. Looks like I'm going. I view my caffeine goes directly to the whole screen. Yes, this is for all the cash. We're not actually taking anything alive or intact. The little Tommy moving very early in initiative phase, which is of great amusement. Because he's going to pick out the next target. Guess who that next target is? You're right, it's a Mauler. 15 rounds of Don Tom ammo. Not bad.
Receiving you.
Given how far away he was, that was not bad. Angie Baird, thank you for the follow. Some speed.
Got it.
I need more speed. Stay slow, then we'll get shot out of the sky. They have a lot of multi-shot weapons, which is a concern. Sure, I'll throw that in. Chaff. Heck, I'll even Warlord it. Although you've already jammed one of your guns if it hasn't been completely broken, so there is that. That TBM tanker is gonna be a nightmare. Because that's gonna be a lot of TBMs. And what advances is, oh boy. Awesome. It would make an awesome map for Holy. I don't know. I don't really know what Holy wants out of mechs in life. It's been a while since I've asked him. It is a Wolfhound. Is he shooting an AP Gauss rifle at me? I'm really not understanding what it is he's actually taking aim at me with. Alright, Big Iron. Are you going to be able to get a Big Iron sort of shot on the target? Not really. I'm not really in a position where I want to just throw myself into the wide open. Although, for a side shot on that Orion might be totally worth it. Create my own forest. I'll throw in my own Warlords. And we'll take him. See if we can't ruin Mr. Orion. Because of course not. Ah, he's back to his old school accuracy. Dizzy could handle the things. Who knows what yeah, I knew that was going to happen. So, what I want or what would work for my pilot, I have no idea. I mean, I assume that your pilot is designed in a sort of in a way about what you would want. This Marauder is going to get totally lit up. He's only got 2 evasion.
They've locked on me.
Oh, he's got no evasion. That's extra double plus bad. That is of considerable concern. Went to my local grocery store and saw their health food section a 5-hour energy looking drink called Tweaker Synthetic. I hope no one buys it. Actually contradictory. They are? Why are they? Aren't you designed as like a melee pilot? Because we can just like reassess your pilot. It is possible. It's like just hold control and hit the one button and it totally burns all of your pilot skills. Cobalt pulling back.
Receiving you.
Tell us you're not going to be in a good position to support anybody, and I don't want you up front. That would be dumb. At least until we can whittle some of this away. But at the current moment, it's just not worth it. So we'll have to reposition. It was hubris to push this so early, but hey. What I want is a Hellstar 2. My pilot will probably work best in Axeman or Berserker. I mean, you could have
That's
selected
all
your
you
stuff for
got?
that. If you want, we can rebuild it.
Minimal damage. Minimal.
Rubik's Cube. Right. Remember how I was saying Rubik's Cube is not designed to handle damage? Basically what we're looking at here. Let me shot on the side. No, it's going to have to be a direct shot or nothing. Oh, I hate doing it because it's such a vulnerable mech, but I need to put pressure on the side while I've got it there. Because that right side, like most mechs, he has a right side bias, which means that he's got ammunition and a big cannon there, which if I can get through to, I can blow apart and I can steal.
What's up, boss?
Well, I can kill him. That'll be that. That is the ultimate goal. 4 pips of evasion. And a somewhat managed horizon. I can actually work with that. Not much, but I might actually be, oh, should have ghost mech'd.
Got it.
Double misses. That's annoying. That is what the cash draft Solaris is for. 500,000 to respect pilots? Yeah, that's no trouble. We can make that. Ah, that's a lot of missiles. Yeah, I've got to get the AWACS out of here. Too much nastiness on this flank. Oh, it's a Shiltron. No. No, go away, Shiltron. You must die. You must die immediately. Remember how I've been saying we need mechs that have like good targeting computers? Well, or vehicles that have good targeting computers. That's one of them. Shiltrons will ruin all of your day.
Yes,
Next.
Commander.
Late Courier. I want to continue to absolutely abuse the heck out of
Good to go.
that Orion. If I can get him to knock down, I may even be able to kill him. It's a bit of a challenge here, but I think it might work. Of course, the accuracy is terrible because light carriers don't have actual targeting computers on board. They're not designed to actually hit their target. Throw them out.
Firing a full salvo.
16 mortars. What do we got? Miss, lots of missing. All kinds of missing. Never mind, we set off the ammo.
One less target.
Okay, wasn't quite expecting that. But it looks like his ammo went up. I'll take it. So we are killing more than I expected in this round. I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look at that. That's 6 TVM-10s. Each one of them is an AC-10, which is 60 damage. Owens with some jump jets popping them back. Trying to engage Texas Red from afar. Actually manages to get through. Alright.
Yes.
Got 2 people. I've got Achilles and I've got Rommel. Rommel, you're first. Move. Move, you fat tub of lard.
On it.
Poor mech. The Owens I can see. I'll hit you with the Typhon. I'm gonna spread the love of acid to you. I just need to hit once. Okay, I did it. It's a lot of, yes, that is a lot of TBMs. True. And a longbow. Duck. I was caught in the open. Wonder how some of these players have hundreds of millions in the bank. I mean, they play more often than I do.
Need something, Chief?
Like, it's not that hard to get hundreds of millions if you are more focused in the way in which you play. One of my biggest, I guess, problems is that I Pokemech. So I look for weird and awkward mechs, and I have expensive tastes when it comes to weapons and all kinds of craziness. But if you play the game in a much more disciplined fashion, where you focus very heavily on specific things, you can actually make a ton of money in a very short period of time. Like, if you don't mind just not making anything on these missions, you can very easily do it. They probably don't spend it. They spend it on things that are important to them, I guess, but you can just... That avatar probably is the next dead man. Probably. We're a little bit tied up on round 2. While he's coming forward, I assume he's going to shed his evasion unless he's running. He was not running, but he is now side on to me. And that may have been a rather significant mistake.
Got it.
I need that children to be dead. I need a lot of things to die in the very near future. I wonder if I'll be able to kill the, or clear the ramp. You know what? Avatar. Hit the Avatar. He's vulnerable, and I've got at least 3 mechs that can follow up on him in the next round. Just need to hit you a little bit. There you go. Unsteady. Avatar there? Yes. Oh, incoming! Ah! He went thermobolt. He went full thermobolt.
Light damage, Commander.
That's because you have no heat sinking this round.
I'm generating a lot of heat, Commander.
Heat therapy shop sinking. Rarely do missions for pure cash. Always max salvage and tend to run balances in the 20s. If you sell all of your junk, like, we're carrying a whole bunch of stuff that we don't need. You can definitely make a pretty decent amount of cash in a short period of time, so long as you're just willing to sell a whole bunch of stuff and be more aggressive in pruning. Which I'm not. I could be, but I'm not.
Confirmed.
Ooh. And that looked pretty close. Come on, fill up at least 1 more bar. I got at least 1 more bar. Only got to clear 2 bars now. On the side of glory, receiving some counter battery fire. Accurate as all hell counter battery fire. Jesus.
Damage is minor, Commander.
Is not pleasant. You're on 25. You're actually a really skilled avatar. Jeez. Grasshopper has an LRM-5 and, you know, PPCs. Of course, it shoots the Achilles right behind him.
Reporting
When
minimal
the salvage
damage.
mix is terrible, I go for engines and vehicle parts as the best expensive sales item. Yep. You can find some
Standing by.
really nice gear. If we're to keep flying. Just keep flying. 5. It's nerve-wracking being this close to a Shiltron. And that trebuchet. I don't even know what this Perseus has. But it's not pleasant. Just nastiness incarnate is what that is. Could go for the Mauler. See if I can't set him up as a second target. For only 33, probably not. Yeah, best solution is probably the Shiltron. 28%. See if we can't weaken him a little bit.
Engaging with target.
And nasties is what those are. Machines for displays. When the salvage makes it.
Huh?
Been doing pretty well. All right, Big Iron actually did not get shot at all that much in that last round. I am flabbergasted. I do not understand how that was possible. I was expecting him to get absolutely lit up, and he did not. Can't get up to 3, and I can't cover all of my bases on this one. I need that avatar. I've already set this avatar up. I will have this avatar. Although I am knocking out their weakest mechs at the moment, so. There goes your arm. Now you're in real trouble.
Something just went boom.
Because now I can focus. Actually, to be honest, the best shot would have been if that arm was barely hanging on by a thread. Then I could focus fire it after he falls down, and then it'll drag even more into his side torso. So that would have been the ideal shot. He's down to 15. Even when they fall, they're good. And you're just a nightmare that I don't want to think about. When you start shooting again, it's going to be painful. You're also a nightmare I don't want to think about. You're less so. I mean, you're a longbow. Could be worse. Could be better. Oh, it's a thunderbolt back there. Jeez. They've got a lot of tonnage out here. Oh, Cobalt pulling them back. Pulling back for defenses. Texas Red. Texas Red is on fire, and therefore unavailable in this round. Set your bolt-on to maximum. Set your vigilance up, because you're going to get shot at, and it's going to suck. But just sort of grin and bear it and see what you can get through with. I just need one good follow-up. Okay, effort getting and avoiding 40 me. It's not as bad as it could be, but it's not pleasant. It's a certain amount of firepower that I don't want to deal with. Especially once this TBM carrier opens up. Then life becomes pain. Cobalt pulling up. What are you going to shoot at?
Oh, they've locked on me.
They want me. They want me bad. Alright, Risky Talus, you are pulling into a position that is basically compromised now. So, might not be your most brilliant plan to actually engage that. Although, you would actually be a fairly decent shot at trying to take on that avatar. I have a shot there. I am revealed to You who pulled back, and you're an Owens, so I don't really care.
Confirmed.
Going to be somewhat risky on this one. Target you. Streaks, precisions, and tags. 25, 45, 45. Now target the shoulder. Run the gun and let it hit. And we got a streak lock. Didn't cause enough damage to punch through. Because we weren't focused enough. Death while taking light fire. Could be 4 level 2s. Yep. Then we'd be facing 24 units. And that'd be way worse than, you know, the 16 we currently have to deal with.
Showing minor damage.
He got close. Take that engine from you and you will die. Owens, hey, nobody cares about you. It's tiny. The best he's got is a tag, which the tag is nasty because I have to deal with the tag, but still. I'm not that concerned about him. Let's see us waddling. Oh, it gets so much worse from here.
I'm not liking this.
Yeah, you're through the armor. They've been picking on you.
Standing by.
Well, Tommy, I need you to do something. Anything. Just kill, please, for the love of God. Turn somebody into slag for all I care. There's a lot of people built up right here, so you may as well shoot that. See what you can hit. That was on target. Which didn't apparently cost much, but okay. Get behind Coppertop wall. It's the sensor locks that did him in. He had 3 evasion and was somewhat protected, but he's coming up on the hills. Now they're gunning for him. I'm going to see if I can't continue to pull back into this.
Orders?
But this is not a good position to be in, unfortunately. There's a lot that's going wrong here.
No target.
Smaller. Yes, bomb mines.
Engaging.
I love how they went up the course instead of hitting this and then falling back down. But okay. Those mines were wasted. Oh, I'm about 1 turn from getting that Ifrit in position to just nuke this little cluster here. I do need to get someone before 15 years of age. Engage and kill the Avatar before he can stand up.
Damage minimal.
Good. Achilles is feeling some of the shared load. I can work with that. Shieldtron pulling back.
Ready for orders.
Cube. Pull up Rubik's Cube. Be aggressive. Also, I'm pushing for a tree line.
No shooting.
Which, if I can get there, I can be in a slightly less dead position. But you are already dead. Second down. We play this out and come on. Maybe it's.
That's a kill.
I've almost pruned 1 lance off the tree, and that'll put us on force. But I'm not in the best position. Oh shit! He got through my rotor. Yeah, crew compartment crit. Fudge. Well, that sucks.
Ready for orders.
It's going so well. No, bad position. Much better position, but gives me no follow-on. Aggressive position. I can work with that. Target you. One of my heavy rotors is jammed because, of course, it is. The fire mode is active, and let it rip.
On.
Alright, we're stunning the mauler. That's the important bit. Exonic clicks off. Yep. The trebuchet's coming up here, and he's got 40 misses that he's going to check with Big Iron's very wounded right arm. Yeah.
That is going to cost.
What it cost. Gas rifle crit, but not destroyed.
Yes,
Life's not fun at the moment. We're getting there, but it's going to take time.
Roger.
Yeah, mark him out and let it rip. The shot's bad, but that's not the point. Point is, the Typhon missiles.
Taking the shot.
And if we miss, we might hit his fronts, which would be great. Well, that Perseus is not happy. It's not much, but it's a little bit, and that's all I need. I just need to survive 2 more rounds, and then I can pull Okay, Achilles taking some flat on hits. This is too stressful. Oh, this is the game for you.
Commander.
Light carrier. Light carrier set up and go for cook. Target the mauler. And we're gonna light him up.
Affirmative.
Enjoy! I'm going to trap you where you stand. There you go. If he moves through my fire. If he doesn't move, he sits in my fire. Fudge, I knew that was gonna happen. High explosives. Okay.
Ooh, that is going to cost.
Foot destroyed. Okay, I'm fine with that. As long as your gun's intact, which it still is.
Yes, Commander.
I don't have a replacement cannon, which is why I'm so worried about that. Could stand to pick a fight with you, but now we're going up the mountain. Keep going up that mountain. Slowly but surely. Mauler. Inferno.
Good to go.
Yeah, look good. And the fire turrets. Trying to control their heat capability. The question is, what does the Mauler do? Because he's the last person who makes his move. Through fire. Steadies. No! Fuck! Oh, he's dead. Blew his head off.
My armor's getting stripped off.
Killed the pilot.
Reporting heavy damage.
Yeah, that sucks.
Aye, aye.
We didn't lose. Well, one of our people is dead.
Let's move.
E3. Focus the Perseus with artillery because he's next. The Mauler is vulnerable. I just need to get to him. That's his trouble.
Standing
Top of
by.
the initiative, Texas Red. You are not on fire, and you're in a relatively nice, peaceful position. I am going to push the smaller shit in so hard that he's going to be coughing up his last meal. Being a little bit extra aggressive, but that's okay. Somewhat fine with that. Let's start picking you apart.
Roger that.
Tap, and that's what I thought, punk.
That's a kill.
Finish your XL engine. Moron. Missed the shot that killed you. Can't kill the boss, can you? Technically, no. Javelin's gonna bounce on in. He's gonna engage the Achilles. That might not be your best plan ever. Just saying.
Yes, Commander.
So we responded in kind. And now I'm going to make my true displeasure known. Right here. Not gonna quite get the angle I want, but he's going down. Even if he hasn't realized it yet.
Confirmed.
Warlord. Target. Nobody move. Fire.
Locking on.
Just got a new weapon I've never seen. A slate? A slazer? Sounds like some pirate crap. Perseus P1D.
I've got no ammo in multiple weapons.
Enjoy the fire.
Using lots of armor.
And the fall. And the mines. Well, hopefully you die. I don't think I'm asking for too much. A lot of Americans? I mean, we're fighting Merrick, so yes. Caparel also getting barraged by a thunderbolt. It is unpleasant, but we shall survive.
Damage minimal.
I gotta suffer through 3 of these guys before I can respond. 2 avatars, the whatchamacallit, and I don't remember what number 4 is. Oh, yeah, the Orion. So, we are trimming some pretty nice mechs off the field. But the problem is, this Cobalt is being, like, the most annoying punk ever. Because he keeps sensor locking me, and that keeps me from being able to do much. That's what actually killed the Marauder, is it got sensor locked to death. Steam says MechWarrior 5 is going to be out the 27th of this month. Yes, there's been trailers and stuff too. Are you done thinking about things? Also, he's got to die. Between the thermal barracks that he's chucking and the potential high explosives and the direct hits, I can't afford to let him live for much longer. I also need to clear this out though, so that makes it a little bit harder. I've been waiting to pick it up. I think the expansion pack for Iron Harvest also comes out the 27th. On the 20th? I don't know what's on the 20th. Do you really want to pick a fight? You're a 35-ton scout mech. This is a 95-ton fire support assault. Probably these trailers from the next store. No, these are special ones for the new DLC. Alright, little Tommy.
Got it.
We can't drop there because mines have been placed there. So we must spread the love, as it were. Sure, let's target the two light mechs that are basically on top of each other. See what happens with that. If I get a direct hit, I'll be the happiest man.
Taking the shot.
That was not even close.
Ready for orders.
Alright, Talik. It's time to punish people. Of course your rotary cannon's jammed. Why would I expect anything less? Warlord. Target the Perseus. Look for a weak spot. Like a shoulder that is almost broken.
Attacking from position.
Did get a target lock on, so there was that much. And we are through the armor.
Target's taken a
So a little bit more fire in this direction will clear him out. 22. I guess that's going to be... No, Trebuchet's on 19. Of course, he direct hits me through all of my ECM and the 5 pips of evasion.
Minimal damage on that hit.
MechWarrior 5 looks a little underwhelming around launch. Don't know if it's improved today. With mods, it's good. It doesn't look like a game that's going to be enjoyable to play alone. Alone? No. I don't think that the game has too much legs alone. That's why I only play with people. I think that was supposed to be a narc beacon, but I'm not sure.
Yes, Commander.
Achilles, one of your PPCs is jammed, which is beautiful and wonderful in every possible way. We're going up here. We're going to vigilance you because you're out in the open and you're going to get shot at a lot. So just trying to die. Overload that. Target that. I only have a little bit more less than kill ammo, so Fall later will be the rest.
Critical hit, Commander.
But he's not dead. Now is he? May 20th. Oh, because of the BattleTech. Yeah, that makes sense. Ugh, they want my artillery section because they know how dangerous it is. It's the thing that's really owning the rest of this battle. I have to get to the vehicles, and the vehicles are a little bit harder to spike.
They're flanking.
Don't you dare.
Took a hard hit
Jesus Christ, look at how much armor just got stripped away from that.
there. Receiving you.
It's nearly half. Can't push him out in the middle of nowhere. He's just not tough enough for that.
Understood.
He's got to be in some sort of cover, especially with those kobolds zipping around as they have been. Target the shoulder. Don't shoot your friends.
Confirmed.
And break something, please. Swear to God. If you guys don't manage to kill this guy before the end of the round, I will revoke most of your passes. Okay. Good, he cooked himself to death.
Reporting.
Light carrier. Push, 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 push.
10-4.
Target him. I love this at 3%. He's totally immobile. Airburst, airburst, airburst. Let it rip.
All weapons, go.
There. At least somebody can take care of things.
Enemy down.
Probably why they aren't doing it that day.
Losing armor.
I don't understand. Oh, here it comes. Achilles! You couldn't even see it, but it was there. As the missiles tried to get through Achilles' overloaded laser AMS, they all got shot down.
Let's do
Oh, that was clutch. I would like to murderize these people. And this guy. Oh, that shot looks brilliant. That shot also pretty brilliant.
this. Copy that.
And less dangerous. PRPPC deserves a warlord. And I'm gonna kill a trebuchet. Oh, you've had that laser AMS on there. It's in
Firing.
it's in the arms, I believe. Really? Two
Oh,
Gauss
taking a
rifles and
critical
two
hit.
ERPPCs and literal acid ammo wasn't enough to kill someone who was completely offline and unmobile.
Moving out.
Killing me here. Not literally, I mean, you've already... Well, actually, no, literally, yeah, you've killed my character already.
The target is confirmed.
It's gone. It's built into the armor, right?
One
Yes.
less target.
It is an integrated laser AMS, if I recall
Major
correctly,
armor
actually.
lost.
Now that you mention it. Apparently, I have unidentified information on my own Achilles. Yeah, integrated laser AMS, set to overload at the moment. So, anything that tries to pass through its airspace gets immediately shot at. Chaparral is not having a great day. He's getting shot at by a lot of things. It's unpleasant.
Copy that.
Strike. Is it time to work on the Shiltron yet? No, it's time to prune these guys a little bit.
Aye, aye.
I don't like light
Engaging
mix
target.
sneaking in the back. That was pretty close. They won the initiative? Really? Artillery, you clean up. Yes, the artillery does a lot of heavy work.
All
Not too terribly impressed with
systems
how my profile
nominal.
looks, but I'm sure I wish mods make it way better. What I do wish it had was BattleTech salvage system. Yeah, that'd be very interesting. I wonder if somebody's ever gonna if it's possible to code that in, where you pick up parts instead of you must get the whole mech. No, no, don't you do it, game. Don't you bloody do it. You, wait.
Damn it. I'm wounded.
Are you fucking kidding me? This mech is literally half the tonnage of that one.
Receiving you.
Oh boy, oh boy. You get this one more. Being stupid today? Kill the demos. I don't have the time. I don't have the time to kill the damn Owens, unfortunately. Shit, just gotta run. Run as fast as we can. Because if we try and stand and fight, we're gonna die. Because they are accurately nailing me through all my evasion. I just have to
I
slip out.
copy.
The system's bullshit. It is absolute total bullshit. And I'm still pissed off about it. Oh, but at least he's made unsteady. He should have bounced off my mech. Not caused an instant knockdown. Well, at least he's not a very good shot.
Light damage, Commander.
Oh boy. Gonna have fun.
Ready for orders.
By fun, I mean... we'll plant a boot so far up your ass. I mentioned this already. Nope, I can't engage him right now. I have more important things to shoot at. I know that's crass, but it's true, and I can't see them because they're hiding perfectly. I got a grasshopper over here who's a 5N. I've got a thunderbolt, which is actually pretty good. There are various combat targeting systems, all of which can see me no problem. You have more important things to do. You're gonna Phantom Mech, you're gonna run. You're gonna pick up 3 pips of evasion, and you're gonna hold a right hand towards most of the force, and then you're gonna very calmly annihilate the Wolfhound. And if you don't, I'm gonna be very angry.
Engaging with target.
Well, he hit it twice. I'll give him credit for that. He didn't concentrate any of that damage, but he hit it twice.
Oh, it's on now.
12 armor, 3 armor. If he'd concentrated it, we'd be missing half of a Wolfhound. Did you walk? I understand what everyone's talking about with MechWarrior 5. I've been playing on PC via Microsoft Pass Ultimate. Specifically what? That it's... So, the game is a little bit shallow. If you're playing with friends, though, it's way better, because the AI is not very good. There's mods to help improve the AI to a certain extent, but it's like playing Payday without friends. It's just not a phenomenal experience. It's alright. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. It's just not great. Alright. Tell us you're going to clean up here. Hope that... kill you. You shouldn't need precision on this one if you got armor piercing. Yeah, you don't. So just light him up. Do I need this? Yeah, I do. But if I do this, then I don't have it for other people. Who else would I use it on? No, no. Yes. To shed the instability that he's about to be feeling. But if I kill this guy, it'll be worth it. So we'll go with that. You didn't believe there's anything wrong with the story? Oh, the story is garbage. The story is trash. I have spoken at length about that. Like, the story is not good. But I don't really judge the game based on the story, because that's not really what I'd be looking for out of the game. Because it's a Mercenaries title, I don't expect it to have a great story. Yes, I understand other MechWarrior Mercenaries have phenomenal stories, but like, it's more meant to be a sandbox.
Damage.
Which is one of the reasons I was a little bit confused why the sandbox didn't show up until a year later. But details. Yeah, the story is pretty terrible. Just from a lore friendliness perspective, and a lot from a lore friendliness perspective, there's things that happen that should not happen, and this... Other than that, it's like standard affair, father killed, go avenge, but it's a little bit muddled. It's these people, but no, it's these people, and then the desperation to introduce things like the clan it hurts the lore. So, I was not a fan of it. It didn't get in the way, though. That's the thing. The primary gameplay loop, you can just ignore the story, do whatever you want. So I don't view the story necessarily as detracting from the title, because I was not expecting cinematic masterpieces. I mean, if you were going into the story with the hope and belief that it would be some phenomenal piece of writing, then I got a bridge to sell you. But it doesn't get into that. Wonder if we will be able to go to Flashpoints. Maybe the mod. I don't think they'll allow that in traditional play. You are one incredibly lucky son of a gun. Like, people have been shooting you, and if they blow off your leg, you're in trouble, but, like, they just keep missing. You're a very, very lucky man. No, not you yet. You're too much pinpoint. Let's sacrifice into that.
Standing by.
Little Tommy is exactly what we need. Little Tommy gonna stand still. He's gonna shout out a lot, but he's gonna stand still, and then he's gonna lob a long Tom shell at short range, which should, yes, burn everything. Are we retreating or regrouping? Neither. We are pushing out in all directions. And then because little Tommy is a great little mech, he has shooting scoot, so he can do that. Bloop.
Commander.
Alright, that frees up Rommel to now move into this position.
Moving to position.
Which gives him anything that he wants, but what he wants is a Wolfhound's scalp. And he shall have it. And he's gonna rain acid on everybody. Beautifully done. I'm already playing Game Pass Ultimate to my Xbox and PC. I just keep hearing about
That's
people
a
exciting that it releases on Steam, GOG, and
Took
Xbox
a
this
hard
month.
hit there.
People keep saying it's exclusive on Epic, but it's been on Game Pass since last year. Yeah, it's been available since last year because of the special deal they signed with Microsoft. Although I believe the version that's coming out is like the Xbox One S or something like that, is what it's going to be on next. Something to that effect. Somebody was mentioning stuff about next-gen consoles, so I'm not 100% sure how that works, but I know that it hasn't been on the computer access that most people would want, which is, you know, Steam and GOG. Epic is unfortunately considerably not very epic. Didn't kill him. Disappointing.
Target's taken a critical hit.
So.
Standing by.
Although the fact that it was available on Microsoft was a bit of a surprise to everybody, because it had been advertised after, you know, Epic basically bought them out as an Epic exclusive. So I don't know what strings Microsoft pulled in order to pull that one off. Okay, let's have an artillery war.
Copy that.
I'm gonna lose this artillery war if it continues like this, but hey. They're playing BattleTech Tabletop a few months after the change from Bat-Droids. They came in on number 3. Here it comes! Let's see how lucky you really are. No, you're very unlucky now. Well, no, you were very lucky.
Shutting down my heat gauge.
And then
Reporting.
he removed your ability to do anything. Thus, you suffer. You suffer ignominy. Inferno, high explosive. We're warlording it because I need to start getting a handle on this gosh darn TBM carrier. And the Shiltron. Oh god, those Shiltrons. I hate Shiltrons.
Roger.
Big shell, missile. Nowhere in sight, on target. Shedding most of his armor. Never played Tabletop MechWarrior, and the novels were my introduction.
Good to go.
Great place to get involved in tabletop now, thanks to things like Mega Mech. Right?
Okay, I'm up. Hit him hard.
Shoot. You didn't move. You're moving on 14. I don't think I can keep you alive. Just gonna be honest here, buddy. I don't think I'm keeping you alive.
Going full run.
Alright, this ought to bait that Shiltron. I'm baiting my Telos to try and save my mad cat. This is such a betrayal. That makes sense. I admit the Epic Storefront needs work and more convenient features, but the game section pricing better cut from developers. It's the introduction of the exclusivity wars to PC, which I am not a fan of at all. Exclusivity is something that consoles fought over. But there's no reason for exclusivity in PCs since we're all using essentially one of 3 operating systems, one of which nobody pays any attention to because, I mean, who games on an Apple? So the idea of bringing exclusivity to the PC market is offensive to me. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to see communities broken up based on what specific marketplace they use. And also, I don't trust Epic. They do not have a great security record, so I have no interest in providing my dollars to them, right? So that's kind of where I put it, where I put my view on things. Because he's trying so hard to introduce exclusivity in order to give his platform prominence to fight with Steam, I'm not interested in that. If Epic was all about this, the developers getting a better cut, I would throw my weight behind that. I'd be totally on board. I'd be somebody to fight Steam in this space who has a lot of money, who can help out developers. That's phenomenal. But he didn't do that. What he did was he said, okay, I'm going to buy these games. You can't play these games unless you come to my service. My service, which has demonstrated that it is just a leaky sieve of personal information. So, no, you're not gonna find me interested on that level. So, the only reason we ended up buying it was because people asked on the channel they wanted to see it, and so I said, okay, I will do that. And I created a burner account basically because I was going to be darned before I actually gave them any actual real personal information because of all the problems they've had. So. I am not a fan of the way that Steam conducts itself either in terms of just being as much of a monopoly as it is, which is why when I have the opportunity, I tend to buy on GOG. I have Cyberpunk on GOG. I have this game on GOG. Like, I don't play it through the normal Steam launcher like most people. I play it through GOG. And that's purely because I'm trying to support alternate distribution methods so that nobody does become a monopoly. And hopefully to support anybody who doesn't want to have things like exclusivity agreements, because exclusivity is bad. So,
Ready for orders.
all right, Ifrit, keep running. Bolt on out of here. You must flee.
On the move. Full speed. What's up,
And then
boss?
Texas Red. You're nasty because of your positioning. You, however, are showing you're behind to me, and that... Will that be worth getting utterly gutted by this guy? He's got 2 machine guns, a PPC, LRM 15, SRM 4, and 3 medium lasers? No, that doesn't seem right. That's understandable on several points like the exclusivity, but having more competitors is good. Yes, it does. 100%. Like I mentioned, that's why I support things like GOG and other smaller distributors and that sort of thing. Because I'm not happy with Steam having such a big say in things. I don't like the fact that they have so much power over various developers because they are the main game in town. I want to support smaller distribution platforms, but you got to do it in the right way, right? It's no good. Steam was first and now it's the biggest, but not the best. Was Steam first? Probably. They probably were. Yeah. I do really like how cogent and well thought out that was. GG is amazing. I remember using it before CD Projekt got it. I'm not against CD Projekt. I've enjoyed my time in Cyberpunk. You think it would force other digital storefronts to approve, but Valve just shrugged and carry on? I mean, because they so I understand Tom Howard's argument on why he introduces exclusivity, because of that exact reason. Steam is so big, it just doesn't care. Like, if you want a game on Steam, that's the primary way you're going to distribute your game. And his argument is that if I take fairly decently sized games, things like Phoenix Point and MechWarrior 5, and if I make those big central things, and I also offer tons of games for free, but I create exclusivity, you have to come to me. If you're on my platform already, now you're going to start looking more into buying from my platform, and that'll help me spread out, get enough of a foothold so that he can take on Steam. But if you're going to do that, again, you kind of have to do it in the right way where security is at the forefront. Like, you really can't have the kind of security breaches that Epic Games has had. And you can also look at it from a more geopolitical standpoint based on where certain amounts of funding come from, but that's getting into an argument that I really don't think is appropriate for my kind of channel, you know? So, similar how prices for digital-only games aren't any lower than physical games. That's my biggest point. There was, I think it was Extra Credits. And Extra Credits has gone way downhill in the past several years, but they made an argument, I think it was them who made an argument recently, that says games have not increased based on inflation. And so they're having to sell for less and less. But the flip side of that argument is they're selling more and more. So are they actually missing out any on that? But that's something I'm not prepared to talk about too in-depthly because I don't have enough up-to-date knowledge on that. But was that when you get a game that's $60? Yes, that is bullshit. So what Space Cadet has brought up, that is total crap. And that should not be a thing. And the fact that that problem exists where they just do that across the board, that is just totally screwing all kinds of people. Especially places like Australia, they really get hammered by it. It's nuts. So the fact that it doesn't just automatically translate into your correct currency is insane. New games used to be $50 and they up to the $60. They up to the $60 like what, 8 years ago? It's been $60 for a long time. I'm sorry, I just keep sitting here with Texas Red like debating whether or not it's going to shoot the back of this. Although I am still technically stealth, so all right, I'll do it. I will make the sacrifice. Go Texas Red, save the world.
No shooting, just running.
You're gonna get shot at in some really unpleasant places. Do me a favor, just gonna bear it. And if you can nail both shots into the back of this TBM carrier, you will be a gosh darn hero. Fire.
Target locked. An enemy.
That's one. I'll take it. Stealthy, make it stealthy. Yes! For one more round. Actually, no, that was the second round. I can see it through inflational. Yeah. As long as the product is of sufficient quality, I'm willing to pay. But like a lot of products is just now like the same game released every year. Like any sports franchise is more or less the same game every single year with a roster update that they're charging you like an additional $60 for. I'm not on board with it. In the flight sim world, so for games like DCS, some modules are like $70 or $80, But in general, the modules that people are willing to pay that much for, they're generally
My
worth that
internals
quality.
are taking a
So,
beat.
versus just the normal ones. Good, you're cooking yourself to death. Hopefully this Achilles doesn't explode. The 16-bit console era was extremely expensive here. Oh, that overloaded AMS has just saved the Chaparral.
I'm getting my ass kicked.
Yeah, the Chaparral was about to die, but the overloaded AMS from the Achilles is saving everybody. This animal room? Yeah.
Yes, Commander.
Rubik's Cube! Can you see the Shieldtron? No? Can you get to a position where you can see the Shieldtron? How about a position where you can see the back of him? Oh, the side of him! Oh, you may have done yourself a wonderful service.
Let's move.
Multi-strike. Target him. We're on the correct side, I believe. I hope. If we're not, I'm going to be really sad. We are indeed on the correct side. We need to deal 38 damage. That's why the confidence Paradox has in their game, continual development DLCs to keep the game alive instead of releasing endless sequels without much change. Yeah, and the only real like quote unquote complaint that I bring to Paradox is it makes onboarding new players who didn't like start at the beginning. It makes getting them involved in their games really difficult. But if you got involved from the beginning, like for Solaris, like I own all the DLC. I own all the DLC because, well, not all. I don't have the. I don't have a couple of that, but because I was basically on the ground floor of that, and so it was every 6 months or a year was an additional like $10 to get more content. I'm fine with that. But now I got into Crusader Kings 2 really late, and so it was like $108 on top of the sale price of the game to get into that, which was a little ridiculous. I don't pay $60 games for games. I don't want to play $60 for a game, then $10 a month and still lose to micropayments. Oh, you mean like just general microtransactions? As long as it's not interfering too much with the games, I don't have much to say about cosmetic microtransactions. My arguments for that more. Oh, the long time can't reach that. Ew. We definitely don't want to be seen. That is a big no-no. It's there. Almost. Give me a little bit more. I'm just not there. We're so close. And I have no way of increasing his speed. That sucks. Target the longbow, maybe? No, longbow's about to... No, target the Shieldtron. What am I saying? Can't target that. You go after the Shieldtron. And you beat the ever-loving crap out of it. He's talking about subscription games? Oh, yeah, like that? Yeah, no. Screw that noise. I'm totally on board. A $60 game and then a weekly subscription fee? Yeah, I'm not. No. Hell no. It's like EA's Battlefield? I mind pay to win. No. Oh, yes! Aha! The fire got him.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, TBM's been taken care of. Rommel, you are up. Your next target is that currently stunned out of his mind Grasshopper. Also, you need to chill with your PPCs because they're killing you. So just take a load off the PPCs and enjoy the last of your Typhon missiles. He didn't break anything important. The fact that Fallout 76 tried to go subscription model was ridiculous, especially with such a flogging. Yup.
Awaiting orders.
110%. Yup. A bad idea.
Good to go.
A bad game. Although I hear some people have enjoyed it, but not me. I got to enjoy, or not enjoy, but I got to watch the immolation of that game secondhand. So
Firing all weapons.
it's honestly weird start to finish. They tried to make it some sort of MMO, but without any NPCs.
AC2 ammo.
Well, players were going to drive the emergent content. But the thing about emergent
Yes,
gameplay
Commander.
is it's not that easy to pull off. Like, it might seem like people just stumble into it, but it's not. It's hard. You have to find just the perfect gameplay loop, and that is not an easy task by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, on. Double on. Come on, burn him. Burn him out. Nope, we're still working on it. How much more is left? We don't know.
I'm here.
I don't mind a subscription model if the company is actively putting money back in the service. So things like Final Fantasy 14, I totally agree with you on. Put your butt towards the enemy because you're dead. So games like Final Fantasy 14 were an MMO that still had a subscription model, but it was worth it because they worked really hard on it, and I felt like I wasn't wasting my money. How badly screwed are you? 72, 58. It's not good. But there's really not much I can do to get you out of here. Kinda screwed you. That's on me.
Let's move.
What I need you is to shed that problem. You're also going to warlord, because you're going to utterly annihilate this grasshopper if you can. He's on, heavy's on, maybe not quite that much. Small pulses left. It's the PPCs that are killing me. Do your best and kill.
No.
Sure, that's why mostly MMOs, they've got to keep a lot of service running, are constantly in development cycles to provide content for
Negative
people
damage, repeat.
getting hundreds of hours out of the game. Alright, from the top. Texas Raid is going to pursue you. Although he is on fire. I don't know if this is a fight I can win. No, I've got to cool my gun.
Double time. Let's go.
I've got too much invested at this moment. So we gotta chill that out. Target the shoulder, take it off, please. That'll work. That'll take way longer because I got detoured. Got detoured into an odd little change of thought. Keep running! You're too expensive to risk.
Hauling ass.
That was 110% the reason of what's going on there. It's just he's too expensive to risk. Shiltron moves on what? Unknown. We know nothing about the Shiltron, do we? Oh, you have a large laser. I thought you had a PPC. Huh. That makes sense. Played WoW since wanted to debate it. I'm willing to pay for an MMO, but not a high-price game full of bugs and poor stories. In general, people are willing to pay as long as it's convenient and if they think it's worth it.
Waiting for orders.
Once you start messing with that paradigm, then you start getting some interesting problems.
Moving to position.
Just need to take control of the last of your artillery. So if you wouldn't mind please dying. And it landed dead on, or at least close enough to it. Still alive! We still don't know when he's going. He has no armor on the front. I just need to get enough shots his way. So I found the odd the PlayStation didn't charge for the online service until the PS4. People wondered why it was so easy to break in and steal data. Is it a lack of proper maintenance to defend? But tell us, you've got a dead-on fight in front of you. He outmasses you considerably. So good luck. Take aim. What we got? Am I gonna need the warlord here? We'll probably need the warlord. If I really want to lay in with everything, I should. But it's only 38 damage. Yeah, we're gonna warlord it. Just to get that rotary running. I'll nail him in the side. I'm not sure this rotary EC5 is worth it. Okay, we're through. That's probably an arm up. All 76 on this field was an experiment aimed at finding out exactly how far Studio could tip the revenue figures in their favor. To be fair, Bethesda, I think it's Bethesda, has never put out, like, non-buggy games. It has always been a major problem. It's just normally the game was wholly dependent on it. Dear God, that Shiltron hurts.
Reporting. Major armor loss.
No. I'm actually kind of shocked that he didn't shoot at you. You came out of the forest. That may have been a very big mistake on your part. I just have no ground to run. Oh, this is unfortunate. I will trust my friends and allies to get me out of this jam. Oh, we jammed out of heavy MRMs. Sorry, go for the leg. Pulse TLV. Nope, can't quite get that in. Go to standard mode? Yeah, just because the accuracy is so much higher.
I got it.
Keep the pain going. How can that Shiltron go anywhere? It must be stuck. The Shiltrons are amazingly powerful. Annoyingly powerful. Well, they're always buggy. They're married to a rather outdated engine, but 76 was so devoid of effort.
Ready for orders.
They did, I would blame it on they just don't have the experience. Like, doing that kind of game. Similar to the CD Projekt Red problem, except at least at the end of the day, there is still a cyberpunk game. Whereas Fallout 76, not so much.
Fire. Full complement on entry.
Come on, you gotta save the Achilles' left side.
Neck warrior.
Yeah, that's most of it.
Show 'em what you got.
On your back. Yeah, CD Projekt Red fell into a similar problem, I feel, where they tried a game type that they didn't have experience doing, and it proved to be far more difficult than they realized. It's not for lack of trying. One of my best friends is college, is a senior QA at Bethesda, and God knows how they and another friend who was in community management were there to help make a friend of ours in the last few months by sending her a Skyrim poster with the entire dev team's on it. Oh wow. Very kind. Haven't even played Cyberpunk since they started the patch, waiting for them to completely fix it. It's not a bad game. Like, I really enjoyed it. I've got 3 games now at this point that I'm playing with it.
Commander.
One's completed, one I'm working on privately, and another one is one that we experimented very briefly on with our whole After Dark series that we did. You know what? What do I kill? Your CT is wide open. Ammo target? You do not. You have 7 health in your center torso. I have a chaparral that I can shoot you at. You have a fully intact center torso. Okay, so we know who we're shooting. If we had multi-target, it would be both, but we don't in this situation. We are going to have to Warlord just to make sure, because the shot we're taking is between 2 friendlies, and that's not a good plan. It should probably be amended to say that management didn't seem to care. Nobody works in game development without passion for it. It's a really punishing industry. It is a very punishing industry, that is true. Years of work, and then you find out if it was all worth it in the space of about 24 hours.
Target eliminated.
Over the red line.
Alright, on Osiris Glory, you need to continue to just lay on that Shiltron. I have no desire to see anything else dead except for it at the moment. That may change. It's passed thankfully about 4 months later. It's one of the reasons why I have no problem critiquing companies' practices, but I refuse to bash non-management because of the people he's made. See, I made a very similar argument in a Reddit forum once, where arguments against the developer were fine, but attacks against the people who worked there were not. Is tape being sold in an incomplete game? That is unfortunately the reality that we now live in. Early access has unfortunately destroyed a significant chunk of the industry. Darn it, I should have turned it around and fired. Okay. I just didn't want to risk the chaparral, because I can fix parts of that mech, but I cannot fix the chaparral. Charge it, just beat on it.
On the move.
Guten Tag. Large improved heavy lasers. Enjoy.
Copy that.
102 damage. Woo, that's nice. All the acid doing work.
Target eliminated.
Balls and upper management for complete games will let me know when I'm pulling it out for a beta. Sister says, if you are going to buy a game, it's only worth it if you enjoy playing it for as many hours as the dollars you pay for. $50 means you should be able to enjoy it for 50 hours. Ah, the old school approach. Standard game was 40 hours, and then it's 20, and now it's like 9. Although I think you can finish like some of the Call of Duty games in like 4 hours. It's like, wait, what? Want to make a better Thumperella? That would be fun. Back to the natural progression though. Back in the day, you couldn't do anything after a game was made. It was pressed into a cartridge and disc and done. Hasn't actually been that way for a very long time. Even so, there are patches for games like Starfleet Command that did come out, even though the game was released. Like, there was a compatibility patch that was released on the internet that you could download and patch into it. So it hasn't been that way for 21 years.
I'm here.
Alright, tell us it's time to get involved. I mean, in more
Understood.
fights than you've already been
Moving
involved
fast.
with. You've been doing very good. Don't take that as critique. Just keep running the gun. Precision accuracy, streak LRMs, light tag, why not?
Locking on.
Let it rip. I have killed all of your mechs. Oh no, I haven't. There's one left. It's a longbow back there.
Good to go.
Totally forgot about it. Because it
Acknowledged.
hasn't done anything in like 4 turns. Hit him. Actually, no. I don't want to hit him. I want to hit his friend up top because we're working on these guys first. Oh, that was a nice big chunk.
Solid connection on that one.
How much you got left? We don't know. He's too stealthy. We can't tell. Forward.
Confirmed.
Shoot up high. And unload. Got him. Okay. One more kobold.
Reporting.
I feel like it
one
keeps a breezy
SD.
thing to do for everyone who's using it. Alas, I know it's a smaller game to begin with, and the mechanics are well, although regardless, I will normally go the right. Your sister says. Oh boy, Achilles. Oh boy, no. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. You got it. You got it. You've come too far to die now.
I'm in trouble.
You are, but we're gonna handle this trouble.
Receiving you.
I'm too far to die on me now. Rain in Spain falls mostly on the longbow. You remember when PC Gamer and other PC gaming magazines used to include patches for recent games on disc stupid download speed? I do not, but that sounds fascinating. The industry has latched onto this standard practice. I'm trying to remember who was the first to do the whole early access model. I don't remember,
On it.
but I assume it was someone evil and nefarious. I really could be no reason why that.
Receiving you.
You're not dead yet. I'm working on it.
Move order confirmed.
I'm working on it. What are you? You know the kobold? You are another kobold. I don't have time to worry about that kobold. This one must die. Light him all the way up. It was BioWare? Really? What did BioWare produce that came out in early access? I think it was Arc or 7G. Lazy Game Reviews 250 demo discs a few years ago. that I
Awaiting
collected.
order.
Oh, you might be able to sell those discs. Rare
Yes,
commodities. We're done playing around with you, friend. We're gonna really start to hurt you. Because you're hurting my very, very expensive mech. Also, you killed me, so there's that. Dragon Age 2, they just didn't state it. Now that's editorialization right there. Oh, I didn't quite do it. I should have said high explosive, but I kind of wanted to get the cook going
I'm
on him.
here.
Gabrielle, you better hope and pray nobody sees you. You are way beyond sight. Hopefully that helps.
Roger.
That was nothing. Was
Damn it.
Minecraft? Oh. Okay.
Good to go.
Alright, Ifrit, stay away from combat. We've had this discussion. I will not have
On
this
my
very
way.
expensive,
Double time.
very important piece of equipment die me. He didn't really understand the whole thing, but he did know that downloading stuff with the internet could be bad. That's an understatement. Alright, Kobold. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Shooting the Talus is fine. That's totally doable. You keep doing that.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Talus currently covering for the Achilles really well. Alright. Got a mech. Second the movement. I could go high, but you have to really judge what's actually important in life.
Full speed. No target.
That's taking aim at you with Twin 77's Punk.
Target confirmed.
Okay, well, we hit with one, so there. Ha. Two was BioWare not even trying. I enjoyed Dragon Age 2. I didn't like, I enjoyed playing it. I didn't necessarily enjoy how the story ended, although I have had many talks with my sister on that particular point,
All right. Full speed.
emphasizing that it was a different kind of story. I'm not sure I fully buy into it, but she certainly seems to think that way. Standard rounds only.
Engaging with target.
Okay, Cobalt's dead. We only have a single target remaining.
Vehicle trashed.
And they absolutely destroyed the Mass Effect series. God, what happened to Great Game Forward?
My heat sinks can't take much
It's a shame
more.
on the end of Mass Effect. Well, I don't want to alienate too many people by speaking my thoughts, although I have made it somewhat clear that I'm not really a fan of what ended up happening in that particular series. No! Okay, maybe. Come on, Bolt on AMS, do your job! Holy shit. How's it like?
Under heavy fire.
I'll never trust your opinion on gameplay ever again.
Commander.
There's nothing wrong with it. Tell me exactly what was wrong with the game in terms of actual gameplay. You gotta find the gameplay loop that's actually enjoyable. And Dragon Age 2 had an enjoyable gameplay loop. It wasn't in depth or deep. It was not. The thing that it wasn't is it wasn't Dragon Age Origins, and that off-put a lot of people because they were trying to be more of an action RPG at the time. Didn't work, but that's what they kind of wanted to start pushing in the direction of. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with it. It's not Dynasty Warriors, but hey, you get what you get. Please kill it. Please kill it. Well, that's half of his mech. I don't remember anything alive. My first one was Ultima. There are sufficient hours in the day. My favorite streamers are extending their hours and overlapping each other. Dragon Age went from an open world that had you top down and cheese wheels and reused environments.
Let's do this.
Wasn't that open world?
Understood.
Ooh, I get what you're saying. I do. But that's not a gameplay loop.
Target acquired.
That's an artistic problem, at least from my perspective. That's a problem with the art department.
Score the critical hit.
Watch them at the same time, do multiple.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, that is the way forward. I played Dragon Age once through. I got my money's worth, and then I was done. Didn't end up playing the next one of the series, though, so I suppose that may be a bit of a damnation or an indictment of what the game ended up becoming. But I played the first one through about 4 or 5 times. I did one playthrough of Dragon Age 2, and then I didn't bother with Inquisition. Although I'm told that Inquisition's great. They realized they pissed off the fans and we had Inquisition. Alright, Jesus. Jeez, that was long. I've been told that my taste in games is awful. I've been killed. What else can happen now? I'm gonna see what we can get done, but we are in pain. Poor Marauder. I don't have a Marauder. Got a second monitor where I started streaming and it turned into an attention deficit. I never said it was awful. You said you'd never listen to my advice on games ever again, so I don't know. No, the Marauder's dead. Blew the head clean off. Took a Nova CEWS with it and a Gauss combat computer. Killed it, took one of the Gauss rifles with it. Achilles just got lit up. But amazingly, nothing on this list tells me that any equipment was destroyed on Achilles. Only a pair of hip actuators. I don't know how the hell you got away with that one, but that's ridiculous. Some heavy armor shaving from that longbow. AWACS shot down. Don't know if we're going to get it back. Kept the Chaparral and the effort alive, so I'm reasonably happy with that. Light mortar carrier kept picking up 3 kills. What? Fair boss, we got lucky. Yeah, it could have been way worse. I did not think Achilles was going to get out of there. I said I would not trust it. Aha! He used me as a tank, didn't think. You're not designed for that, but you did a good job. It's gone! No! You bastard! You unmitigated. Oh. It's finally dead. I don't know if we're gonna make any money on this contract. Piloted above my skill level. I was gonna lead on the luck angle, but sure. Can make up for bad ending of Mass Effect 3 and all the issues and problems just making a Talisora spin-off. Thank you, Dana. I don't buy the ending of Mass Effect 3, but I started in Mass Effect 3. Just so dumb. It's not even an episode. They got themselves in way over their head. They did not know. Oh, really? You have Sid Meier's quotes in here? I did not realize that. I always played the Spartans. Always. When I played Alpha Centauri. Partially because they got mobility as a starter bonus. And Battle Doctor mobility gives you rovers. We need Solaris Boss for my reason. We can't afford to get to Solaris. If the Flashpoint shows up, we'll head over in that direction. But at the moment... Wow, okay, so the Republic of the Inner Sphere now exists and has stolen all of the Clan Diamond Shark territory. What? Alrighty, an unknown force is each chosen world. Looks to be mostly our worlds. The attackers refuse all communication and have slain those who have issued patrols. We need a galaxy frontline warriors. Star and Colonel Sadecom. The Republic of the Sphere has now shown up at the frontier of the Outworld's waste, taking all of the Clan Diamond Shark territory. Screw you. You cannot fight for them, but they will make good loot, so get hunting. Note, the Republic has special rules. You gain only 7% against them, but normal adjacency rules do not apply. Dick. Arax was destroyed and cannot be recovered. 534,000 for the next 43 days. Ow. Some stupid Deus Ex bullcrap offers to fix everything. And stupid. It's not. It doesn't even fix everything. That's the thing. Like. Your choices are either to become a hive mind under your control, which is evil as all hell, to destroy the Reapers, which blows up all the gates and like ruins the galaxy and causes like billions to die because of mass starvation because they can't transport things through anymore, or to forcibly merge people against their will to becoming part machine. Like, all three of those endings suck. If it was the difference between a red, green, and blue, that's fine, but you gotta give me one ending that doesn't suck. And those three endings all make me feel bad. So yeah, we don't do investment of anything. If you walk away, the Reapers win and destroy Earth and all of the fleets. Same thing if you kill the Star Child after the patch. So, all right, we're going to put a cut in here for the YouTube people because, oh my god, YouTube. So, to my YouTube people, thank you very much for watching. I have been Derek. If you like what you're seeing, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see a notification every single time I release one of these videos. Then you need to press the little bell icon, leave it out, and I will see you all in the next episode.